The worldwide spread of the COVID-19 pandemic has been an unprecedented crisis that affects every aspect of life. In response to the pandemic, many people opt to purchase the grocery and daily necessity online. However, customer behavior might vary from person to person depending on the digital literacy, gender, culture, geography, and other factors. This eventually sparked our interest to investigate how customer behavior among students from University Technology Petronas changed during the pandemic. The study is very important as it provides the latest insight on how a customer behaves during a crisis. And the findings are important to guide the online retailer on how to develop an innovative marketing strategy to promote their product.
As COVID-19 pandemic hits big in Malaysia in May 2020 until now, we observe that it has pretty much impact on many aspects of our life, which includes education, social life, health, and lifestyle. In this study, we'll be focusing on e-commerce. The pandemic causes many new norms in different views. We'll be focusing on the customer's view. These are the specific issue and what can be done. The issues are more physical stores closing up due to SOPs and online shopping sourced out, depth of online crime is worrying, and quality of purchases and services are now the customer's priority. What needs to be done can be concluded in the objective of the study. So let's continue. The objective includes to evaluate, investigate, and identify the change of customer behavior in terms of three aspects related to the issues: frequency of online shopping and expenses spent on online shopping, customer trust on the system, and customer satisfaction. Three hypotheses were developed from the objective. Hypothesis 1, as frequency of online shopping increases, amount of expenses spent also increases. Hypothesis 2, customer trust on the system of online shopping has escalated. And Hypothesis 3, customer satisfaction on online shopping experience has improved.
Quantcom method is applied to obtain useful insight from this research. Online survey is the technique chosen to collect data as it can reduce physical contact. The tool that will be used to get the data is Google Form as it is convenient and time-saving. The sample for this research will be randomly selected among UTP students by sharing through WhatsApp to ensure the data collected is more comprehensive. More importantly, Microsoft Excel will be the main tool to analyze the data for this research. For secondary research, literature review is implemented to support the findings. The designation of the research questionnaire is short and simple. The total number of questions in this survey is 16. In Section A, demographic survey has been carried out to investigate the background characteristic of the respondents. In Section B, frequency and expenses spent during online shopping survey has been studied by using multiple choices question and one open-ended question in relation with first hypothesis. In Section C, customer trust towards online shopping is investigated by using yes or no question to evaluate people's sentiments towards certain concepts or view in relation with second hypothesis. In Section D, customer satisfaction towards online shopping is studied by using Likert scale in relation with third hypothesis. Moving on to demographic part, the sample size for this research that we obtained is 70 UTP students, in which there are 36 female and 34 males. For the year of respondents, the highest number is 32, which are second-year students, while the lowest number of respondents is 1, which is a fourth-year student. During pandemic, most of the students lived in Perak, followed by Selangor and Terengganu, while only one respondent lived in Negeri Sembilan and Wilayah Persekutuan Putrajaya each. Respondents from Sabah and Sarawak have the same number, which is 7, while other states have lower respondents. Majority of the respondents experience EMCO in their residential area, in which their movement are highly restricted according to the standard operating procedure. Additionally, the internet connection speed of the respondents is studied, as online shopping is greatly dependent on internet connection. A total of 39 respondents equipped with good internet connection, while 8 respondents equipped with weak internet connection.
Hypothesis 1 is on how the frequency of online shopping increases during COVID-19, thus increasing the expenses spent on online shopping too. To understand the change in customer behavior during the COVID-19 pandemic, several questions were asked. The first question is on the frequency of online shopping done in a month. Before the pandemic, the majority of respondents online shop in the range of 1 to 4 times in a month. On the other hand, during the pandemic, the majority of respondents online shop in the range of 5 to 9 times in a month. The change in the range of online shopping done in a month can be due to the fact that 21 students have increased their frequency from the range of 1 to 4 times in a month to 5 to 9 times in a month, while 8 students have switched to more than 10 times in a month. The second question is on the amount of money spent for online shopping done in a month. Before the pandemic, the majority of respondents spent less than 100 ringgit. On the other hand, during the pandemic, the majority of respondents spent in the range of 100 to 199 ringgit in a month. There is a strong correlation between the frequency and the amount of money spent. 50 out of 70 respondents have increased the amount of money spent in a month, as the frequency of their online shopping done in a month also increases, which is aligned with the first hypothesis of the study, which is the frequency of online shopping increases during COVID-19, thus increasing the expenses spent on online shopping too. It can be concluded that the first hypothesis is accepted. The third question is on the categories of items purchased using online platforms. Before and during the pandemic, majority of respondents purchased items from the clothing category. However, during the pandemic, there is a significant increase in number for other categories like electric and electronic appliances, food and beverage, healthcare products, and sports equipment. The fourth question was regarding the opinion of respondents whether the pandemic has encouraged people to buy more frequently and spend more money. 61 respondents agree while 9 disagreed. The fifth question was regarding the opinion of respondents on why the pandemic has encouraged people to buy more frequently and spend more money. 5 factors were able to garner quite a number of responses. The majority of respondents stated that it is due to how convenient the direct delivery of goods to the doorstep of their homes is, followed by the reduction in physical contact, time saving, more choices, and lastly, cheaper prices. The last question was regarding the opinion of respondents on why the pandemic has not impacted people to do online shopping. 3 factors were able to garner quite a number of responses. The majority of respondents stated that it is due to the aspect of not being able to touch and check the quality of the product. 5 respondents said that it was due to the aspect of saving money for emergencies. Lastly, 2 respondents said that it was due to the fact that people have already purchased their necessities in physical stores.
Now, follow me to know more about the research on Hypothesis 2. They state, the customer trust on the system of online shopping escalated during the COVID-19. First, in terms of the safety and security, majority of the respondents expressed that their trust level towards the online platform remained unchanged during the pandemic. It is also observed that more females feel less trust on the online shopping security during the pandemic. This finding is in line with the result found by the Pradana and Sastiono that female is more risk averse in general. Moving on to the aspect 2 about the privacy protection, we found that the number of respondents who are concerned about their privacy being compromised by the online platform operator has been decreased from 44 to 41 during the pandemic. However, the difference is relatively low and insignificant. In short, it can be concluded that the COVID-19 pandemic neither boosts nor reduces the customer trust, and thus, the second hypothesis is rejected. From our study, the possible reason for this finding might be due to the uncertainty and anonymity associated with the online shopping. Also, it's found that there are more cybercrime in Malaysia during the pandemic, which in turn explains why the effort in tackling the cybercrime show no effects.
Hypothesis 3 states that the customer satisfaction on online shopping experience become better during COVID-19 compared to before. 5 aspects on customer satisfaction level are specified and will be tested using Z-test. If P2 tab is less than 0.05, this indicates there is significant difference between ratings before and during pandemic. Moving to aspect 1, quality of products. Majority of the respondents are satisfied with the quality of products before and during the pandemic. Only 2 respondents are extremely not satisfied with this aspect before pandemic. More respondents give higher ratings during pandemic. This may be due to the improved quality of the products. According to the Z-test, there is no significant difference between the ratings before and during pandemic. This is because P is greater than 0.05. On to aspect 2, delivery time of products. Majority of the respondents are satisfied with this aspect. 10 respondents who experience DMCO actually give higher ratings during pandemic. This may be due to the delivery service may be prioritized to these areas to meet the residents' needs. Only 15 respondents are less satisfied with the delivery time during pandemic. This may be due to insufficient manpower. According to the Z-test, there is no significant difference between the ratings before and during pandemic. Moving on to aspect 3, packaging of product. 18.57% of respondents are more satisfied with this aspect during pandemic. This may be due to the products are packed in a more hygienic way. The decrease in satisfaction level may be due to simpler packaging and less customization during pandemic. According to Z-test, there is no significant difference between ratings of customer satisfaction level for this aspect before and during pandemic. For aspect 4, refund process, from the chart it can be clearly observed that majority of the respondents rate 3 before pandemic. This may be due to they do not experience refund process before. Furthermore, number of respondents who are extremely satisfied with this aspect double during pandemic. This may be due to the refund process is simplified. According to the Z-test, there is no significant difference between the ratings before and during pandemic for this aspect. For aspect 5, chat response. Before pandemic, the mood is 3, neutral, while during pandemic, the mood is 4, satisfied. More respondents are extremely satisfied with this aspect. This may be due to more customer service are available during the pandemic. According to the Z-test, there is significant difference between the ratings before and during pandemic for this aspect. Thus, it can be concluded that COVID-19 pandemic has impacted and caused a change in this aspect, which is chat response aspect. Among the 5 aspects investigated, there is only significant change in aspect 5, chat response, and it is proved using Z-test. Thus, hypothesis 3 is rejected.
Some limitations in this research study. Low number of respondents for population of UTP has met some inaccuracy for the data. Secondly, questions asked may be too general for the context, such as hypothesis 2 on online privacy and cybersecurity. Thirdly, researchers having accessibility limit on the past research, concluding the research study in comparison of pre-pandemic and during COVID-19 pandemic situation, H1 is accepted while H2 and H3 is rejected. Expenses spent on online shopping increases as frequency spent increases. Customer trust did not escalate significantly, and customer satisfaction is about the same and did not become better. Future studies should investigate comparison between pre, during, and post-pandemic customer behavior. Secondly, to add more parameters to the background of respondents to see if it is influencing the data. And thirdly, research more on the reasons of the customer behavior of online shopping.